Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome here to race number 5 of the 2025 edition of the WRA Oreo Cup Series. Coming to you from the Phoenix International Raceway in Phoenix, Arizona, as we're set for our 5th race of the year. It's also our last race until the holiday break, which we will not see these drivers for a couple of weeks because next week it's only the Diva Series for the next 2 weeks. So we will be back in 3 weeks from for Sonoma Raceway, which will be when we'll have championship weekend for Divas. But getting ready for race number 5 on the championship. On the pole position is Nathan Fryman. He is 6th in the points table alongside of Kaylee Rankin, who raced her way into today's race via the Gorga home qualifying this morning. Bradley Ream, who, by the way, is a rookie, but I have not, I forgot to put an R, otherwise you'll just script the scoring and all that, but I know he's a rookie. Bradley Ream comes in this race 21st in the points. I will make sure to have an R in the description when I do the points and all that, so don't worry about it. And then Annie Crenshaw alongside, she is currently third in the championship, trying to chase down S Askraov, who is the points leader by 20 points over W Ayers. Let me show you the rest of the starting lineup for today's race for the Subway 500. Annie Crenshaw is also tied for second with W Ayers. Also, the top three are rookies, believe it or not. Maddie Crenshaw is fourth in the standings, 22 back. 28 back is Sean, who dropped 3 spots down to fifth. He's starting deep in the field. Nathan Fryman, our pole sitter, is sixth in the standings. Let's make sure these drivers not cause any issues on the grid. Eric Monaco, who also made the show this week, he is seventh in the standings, 36 back. Courtney Lynn gained 9 spots up to eighth in the standings. Good for her. Good job to her. Kyler Anderson is 42 points back at ninth, and Marinelli DeLeon is 10th in the standings. She is a total of 44 points out of the points lead. Getting set for the Subway 500, race number 5 on the season. I will make sure to, of course, for those that are not aware, I'm currently in a hotel room. Green flags in the air. We're underway here at the Phoenix International Raceway. As I'm recording this race, I'm currently in a hotel room because we had some bed bugs that happened in my house that where I normally would be recording these races. So there you go. Nathan Fryman, currently the race leader here, is he's trying to hold off Kaylee Rankin. And the first lap will go to the Generator Ford Mustang Dark Horse out of Front Row Motorsports. Nathan Fryman, currently the race leader. I believe we are under caution. Yes, we are. I see skid marks in turn number 1. I'm also dealing with allergy issues. Oh, Ian Duda is in trouble. Ian Duda, that is. Not the way he wanted it of 2024. Was 27th in points coming into this race. His day is already done just like that. Evan Marici top 10 in the points in the number 12 machine. No, he was 12th in points. Reggie Fogelman's got some rear end damage on his machine. Caution's out for the first time today. Let's jump back and look at a replay to find out what happened. All right, so here's what happened here. The 12 was not involved in an incident. It looks like the 12 had a mechanical problem. Of course, he's in front of Courtney Lynn. Does a nice job to go up high because he knows he has a problem. And of course, while they're avoiding the 12, watch the 10 right here, Reggie Fogel. Or no, Wow, Reggie Fogelman just lost control of the car. Like he was underneath. I think that was the 41 of Eric Sadler, and apparently he got loose. And when he did that, nowhere for Ian Dutta in the 21 to go. I mean, he just completely lost it on his own. So Ian Dutta was 27th in points. This is going to hurt him in the standings. And then Reggie Fogelman dropped 11 spots down to 26 in the points. He could not ill afford a poor finish here today because he's one of those drivers who's trying to stay in the top 30 in points to have his win count for a spot in the playoffs. And this is not the way he wanted to start off his day. So the caution's out for the first time today. Let's jump to the restart here at Phoenix. Green flag about to go in the air on lap number 7 of 63. Still in the early stages of the Subway Fresh Fit 500. Rookie Nathan Fryman's the leader. Kaylee Rankin in second. Bradley Remus third. Yes, I forgot the R. I understand that, but I knew he's a rookie, so yeah. Annie Crenshaw is now fourth. Fifth is CJ Bracken, baby CJ. Rick Paquette is sixth. Annika Ritchie seventh. Jarrett Johnson eighth. Jackie Tang ninth. And Cody Smart, our Daytona 500 winner, in 10th. The 12th car of Evan Marici got his problem fixed. He's going to continue on the race. And Ian Dutta, the only driver out of the race after being involved in the incident with Reggie Fogelman. So we have 41 drivers on track, 40 of them on the lead lap. It's like aerodynamics is not going to be a factor here, but come in a few weeks at Sonoma, it will come into play. Green flag back in the air, and apparently I've lost internet connection for some reason. I will fix that later. As being a derping hyena. I'll fix it during the caution here. It was cutting in and out. At least I got Go or Go Home qualifying uploaded, but I have to fix it during a commercial break. I don't know why it went out. I apologize about that as I'm recording this race. Let me actually fix it now so that way it's not being stupid. I don't know who's texting me at this time, and I'm still waiting for the internet to... There we go. Apologize about that. I keep... Get rid of that. Don't know who you are. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Somebody just texted me and it just interfered with my charger. There we go. Got the Wi-Fi fixed. Apologies about that. Reggie Fogelman looks like the damage is not hurting his Rush Truck Center's Ford Mustang Dark Horse, but he cannot be having a poor finish here today because remember, he's trying to get in the top 30 in the points, and with where he's running, he will definitely drop outside the top 30 in the points. There's Alina Ritchie right there. Desiree Boyle's trying to work on rookie Samad Ozkin. Ian Griffith's back here at the rear of the field. The two Rick Moore racing cars, Kyler Anderson and Eric Stanbury. There's Sean Art. Isaac Willis, who raced his way into today's race via the Go or Go Home session. He's back here at the rear of the field. Skylar Taylor and Zachary Fitzwater side by side. Gene Evans, who made the show this week, as almost made contact with him and Fitzwater. Of course, we see Fitzwater in this 59. And of course, Zachary Fitzwater Running the 43 for Legacy Motor Club. There's the rookie points leader and the overall points leader, S Askraov. And the guy who's trying to run her down for the points lead, W Ayers, running in 24th. They are first and second in the points. And the gal that's trying to run them both down, N Crenshaw, running in fourth. So it looks like N Crenshaw, according to my live points, would take the points lead heading into our next race in 3 weeks at Sonoma. That will be the Toyota Save Mark 350. That'll be a 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, our first Oreo Cup Series race of 2025, even though we're already 5 races into the 2025 season, including this one today. Excuse me. Sorry, I was looking up something from work. There's Evan Marici, who's right in front of Brooke Paquette. That's not for position. Good run for Jesse Art, running in 6th right now in that number 14 machine. Jesse Art, 37th in the points table, dropped 3 spots after last week's race at Richmond. Jared Johnson is 7th. Leo Hill raced his way into this race in 8th. Anna Crenshaw is 9th. Jackie Tang back to 10th. And that's, I believe, Maddie Crenshaw 11th. Yes, it is. Of course, it's going to be either one of the Crenshaw sisters who will take the points lead heading into our next Oreo Cup Series race at Sonoma. Our first road course race on the season. Check back here at the rear of the field. Salman Oskin, Ian Griffith. Looks like Reggie Fogelman's starting to pick up some positions. There's Lena Ritchie. Desiree Boyle's trying to work her way through the front. Same with Eric Stanbury and Gene Evans. Of course, the 59, the 61 came this race with no owner points. They're going to get some points after today's race. There's Zachary Fitzwater. William Ayers. Alexander Dawson running in 25th, not the run he was hoping for. And there's the points leader, rookie points leader, S Askraov, running in 24th right now. Daniel Witter in 22nd, about to lose a spot to rookie Josh Harmon. William Davis, and there's Eric Monaco, top 10 in the points coming in this race. He's the only Gorgo homer who's made every race this season. There's Chase Brooks, Chris Washer, Quentin Moore. That's basically your field right there. Looks like Bradley Ream in the 42 is underneath Kaylee Rankin. That's about it for second. Bradley Ream dropped a spot down to 21st in the points. Couldn't get around the 89 machine. So far, we've had 4 races and 4 different winners. Excuse me. Do we make it 5 for 5, or are we going to have our first repeat winner? The likelihood of a repeat winner so far with this top 10 is Brick Packett's going the wrong way. And remember, Evan Marici is not on the lead lap. Keep that in mind. He is 1 lap down with whatever the issue was on his Menards Ford Mustang Dark Horse out of Penske Racing. And he came into this race, the 12 that is, dropped 5 spots down to 12th in the points. So that's a driver who came in this race running very well in the points, and he could not afford a poor finish. Next week, we got the Diva stuff as they're at Texas Motor Speedway. That will be their next race we got on the calendar. They're down to their final 3 races of their seasons. Then they'll crown themselves a champion when the Red Bull GT Series and the Oreo Cup Series return at Chicagoland and Sonoma, respectively. And of course, the GT Series, they only have 10 more races left to go when they do return. There will be a season 4 for the Red Bull GT Series. When will that season start up is TBD. Because remember, we have the All-American Series that's going on, so probably you won't see the Red Bull GT Series until 2026, which is a very long off season for that series. Oreo Cup Series has not been to Phoenix since the championship race. That was all the way back in 2022. And of course, the winner of that race was not in the field, but a couple of drivers who were in the race are currently who are that ran back in 2022 are in this race. Cody Smart being one of them. I wonder what he learned that he's applying to this next gen car. I don't know why people are not wearing a shirt. I'm watching a football game in my room or in my hotel room, and somebody's not wearing a shirt in 40-degree temperatures. Like, have you lost your mind? Anyway, we've only had 1 caution so far. The rest of this race has been clean and green. This will actually be my last race with the headset I currently have on. And I'm supposed to go get a new headset, so that way you're not hearing the cutting in and out and all that yada yada yada. Or I may get a new one. This number Just past the halfway point of today's race. So looking at the top 10 right now. Still got 40 drivers on the lead lap, 41 still in the race, and of course Ian Dutta, the only driver out of the race, after being involved in our only caution of the day. Excuse me. The question is going to be what kind of point scenario are we going to have going into our next race in a few weeks' time at Sonoma. We're going to have to wait and see. Currently at 23 laps to go as the air conditioner for some reason just kicked on. That's fine. Find a way to do score checks and all that with Sean whenever we cross that bridge. Because we got a lot. There's Cody running in 7th. Jackie Tang, Courtney Lynn, and Leo Hill now in the top 10. We've had a nice little green flag run. I don't think fuel is going to be an issue. Let me see. How far can they go on fuel? Let's see. 99 laps. Okay. I have no clue what I have it on. I think I have it on either times 1 or times 2. I don't know. I don't know what I have it on, but anyway. Jared Johnson is 1 lap down. That was my charger. That was not my headset. That was my charger that fell down. Fell to the freaking. Get your butt in there, you piece of. You know what? Fuck it. Thank you. That was my charger that fell. That was not my headset. Which I forgot to tell you this back at Las Vegas. I apologize if you didn't hear the rest of the audio from that race. You can blame my damn headset for being stupid. But something's up with Jared Johnson. Why is he a lap down? There he is. Find out what happened to the 4. He had a mechanical problem. Was running in the top 10 when it happened. That's too. Okay, so he had a flat tire. That's what happened. That's a tough break for Jared Johnson. Jared Johnson could not afford a poor finish here. Jared Johnson gained 7 spots to 18th in the points. Definitely could not afford a poor finish. So a lot of drivers who came in running well in points, this is not what they needed. So the points are really going to get shaken up after today's race. Matty Crenshaw's down in the top 10, and there's Jaleesa Kisman. Haven't talked much about this 17 bunch. RFK Racing made an announcement in next season. They're going to have the number 60 be their third full-time driver, or third full-time car next season. For the Oreo Cup Series next season. Who would be driving that car remains to be seen. Let's go on board Nathan Fryman, take a lap around Phoenix. You want to be right next to that yellow line. This is, by the way, the Papyrus version of Phoenix. This is the Phoenix I normally use. There's Rattlesnake Hill. It's a fun little Phoenix International Raceway that has really produced some good racing. Currently on lap number 50. Jared Johnson's returned to track. I see some right side damage on the 47 of Ian Griffith. This team will be called Highcack Motorsports next season in the Oreo Cup Series, which is a weird name, but it is what it is. There's a couple of Stuart Haas racing cars. That team will shut down at the end of the season. There's Gene Evans in the 59. Isaac Willis in the 36. Don't know what's going on with Front Row Motorsports. I'm going to go ahead and throw a disclaimer. Regardless of what's going on with Front Row in 2311, it's not going to affect them as far as full-time in this series is concerned for next season. So regardless if they have a charter or not, they will be full-time next season for my series. If anybody was wondering as far as that situation's concerned. As Nathan Fryman has led the entire race so far. And we're coming up to 10 laps of racing to go, so we're getting near the end of this race. And of course, the defending winner of this race is not in this field. It was actually a Monster Energy Series driver. Boy, that's going to be something. And the caution is out, and that was not what Nathan Fryman needed to see. Trouble in turn number 3. Don't know who this involved. Our second caution of the race. It must have had something to do with Marinelli Dillon, but we'll figure that out. Nathan Fryman did not want to see this caution because now everybody's going to reel him in. So caution's out for the second time today. Let's find out what happened as we're at inside of 10 to go here in the Subway Fresh Fit 500 at Phoenix. Indeed, it was Marinelli Dillon, and she was involved in this incident, was not running well today. And looks like Gene Evans thought he was clear, and looks like the Focus Health Chevy Camaro didn't give him any room. That would be Dillon. And she goes off the nose of the 51 and collected poor Isaac Willis, who had nowhere to go. Isaac does not have any damage through that Rudabush. Well, he's got a little bit of damage on the right front of the Rudabush Ford Mustang Dark Horse, but they weren't running too well today. That's not good for Marinelli Dillion, who comes this race 10th in points. So one of the drivers who came in running well in points really going to take a hit. And Isaac Willis, who failed to qualify last week, made the show this week, not the run he was hoping for. As the yellow's out for the second time today, let's jump to the restart here at Phoenix. Green flag will come back in the air on lap number 58 of 63. I bet you Nathan Fryman really was hoping this race would have gone green to the end without a yellow coming out. But he is still the race leader, nevertheless. Kaylee Rankin second, Bradley Ream third, a rookie. Brooke Paquette in fourth. N Crenshaw fifth, Jesse Art in sixth. Cody Smart seventh. Evan Marici is a lap down. Jackie Tang eighth, Courtney Lynn ninth, and Maddie Crenshaw complete the top 10. Jared Johnson lost 3 laps doing so. Of course, he was inside the top 10 when he had his flat right front tire, we were being told. So Jared Johnson really will take a hit in the points. I can tell you the points are going to get mighty shaken up heading into our next race in 3 weeks. And we're back to green here at Phoenix. Next caution that comes out, I believe, will end this race under the yellow flag. Going to be 4 to go next time by. Looks like nobody has had a response to Nathan Fryman as he's looking to get his first career win in the Oreo Cup Series. Bradley Ream made a little contact with Brooke Paquette. Remember, those are Toyota teammates, the 42 and the 54. One out of Joe Gibbs Racing and the other out of Legacy Motor Club. As Jared Johnson nearly sideswiped the 38. He just came to pit road again. I wonder if he got pinged for a restart violation. Because I don't understand why he came to pit road just now. And we are being told it was a restart violation. So Jared Johnson's bad day gets worse after he was inside the top 10 for most of this race. He's going to end up 41st, 4 laps down. Regardless what happens, he's not going to get those 4 laps made up. Down to 2 laps to go. I don't know if Kaylee Rankin's going to try to move the Sunny D Ford Mustang Dark Horse out of the way. All it's going to do is let Nathan Fryman pull away from the 89 machine as the 4 is trying to get one of his laps back, but it's not doing him any favors as far as momentum is concerned. Oh, by the way, we're coming to the white flag, should I point out. And there's the white flag. 1 more lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Kaylee Rankin just booted Jared Johnson out of the way. And that's going to allow Nathan Fryman just to scamper away. And of course, the 4 is not battling for position with anyone. He's already 4 laps down. But a dominant run for Nathan Fryman. He's going to get pole and the win. First career win for Nathan Fryman as he takes the Subway Fresh Fit 500 here today at Phoenix. And Nathan Fryman came into this race 6th in the points. Unofficially, I can't confirm this, but has Nathan Fryman locked himself a spot into this season's Oreo Cup Series chase for the championship? We'll have to wait and see when we find that answer out. His standings are indeed official. Ignore if it says season 3 is what I put it under. Kaylee Rankin will get second. We had a rookie 1, 2, 3, 4. Fryman, Rankin, Bream, Brooke Paquette will complete the top 4. Jesse Art will get fifth. Great run for Jesse. Jesse came in this race 37th in the points, so a well-needed run from Jesse Art. Annie Crenshaw will get sixth. I believe she did enough to take the points lead from S Askraov heading into our next race in 3 weeks with a sixth place finish. Cody Smart will get seventh. Good run for the Daytona 500 winner. Dropped 7 spots down to 11th in the points, so he'll be inside the top 10 in the points leaving today's race. Jackie Tang will get eighth. Good run for Jackie Tang. Jackie Tang came into this race 40th in points. He needed a good result. Has not had a good start to the year. Courtney Lynn will get ninth. Good run for Courtney Lynn, who came in this race 8th in the points, so she'll stay in the top 10 in the points leaving today. And Maddie Crenshaw will more than likely make it a Crenshaw 1-2 in the points as she comes away with a top 10. Leo Hill, Jaleesa Kisman, Quentin Moore, Dylan Ebrahimian, and Chris Washer completed the top 15. William Ayers finished 20th, came in this race second in points. The gal that he was trying to run down for the points lead, Shyla Askraov, finished 27th as you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results. Marinelli Dillion, who had a really bad day, she comes home in 39th. She was the last car on the lead lap, was involved with Isaac Willis, towards the end of that race. As we had 39 drivers finish the race on the lead lap, 41 drivers finished the race total. Evan Marici was 1 lap down after his mechanical problem, and he never recovered. Jared Johnson had a flat tire, and he never recovered, then got busted for a penalty for a restart violation when we went back to green with less than 10 to go. He ended up 4 laps down in 41st. And 1 driver finished out of the race. That was Ian Dutta after he was involved in our first caution of the days and that's what took his car back behind the wall. So we've had 2 cautions today, but a nice clean race at Phoenix International Raceway. But what will the points be like heading into our next race in 3 weeks at the Sonoma race? We'll have to wait and see. But thank you all for joining me for today's race here at Phoenix. If you enjoyed today's race from Phoenix, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA and the Blue Hedgehog and WRA crew today. We've shown your full finisher results. Your point standings are down in the description heading into our next race in 3 weeks' time. I want to remind everybody, if you want to donate money to this driver, Gene Evans, who finished 30th today at bulldogmotorsports.jimbo.com, his website will also be down in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night, and I'll see you guys next time. Until 2025 and 3 weeks from now, I've been D DeVille signing off. Thank you for watching another broadcast of the WRA, the greatest racing since 2013. And thank you for watching another broadcast of PCSRA TV as we thank you for celebrating 14 years as the best center racing around the world since 2017. Goodbye from Phoenix.